Gosh, every time. Hi, it's Janice Thompson. Just getting set up. Sorry about this. It's Janice. Hi, Melanie. It's Janice Thompson from jazzledazzlecraft.co.uk. I'm just playing with Hi, Susan. Hi from Wisconsin. Have you watched me before, Susan? Hi, Randy. Didn't see you come in there. Too busy trying to get set up. It doesn't matter what I do. I always end up upside down. But anyway, hello everyone. Happy Easter if you celebrate Easter. Hi, Lorna. Nice to see you. I'm still playing with Ornate Thanks. And I was just about to do a video and just record it for the people who've bought my kit this month, but I thought, do you know what, I think everyone would like to see it anyway. So tomorrow is the last chance to buy my monthly kit. So in this monthly kit you will get all the materials to make 4 projects, 2 of each project. So the 2 that we're not doing in this video are this card here, the So Grateful card, which has used the border dies and some of the paper. I may come on tomorrow and do this. And this one with just a little bit of sponging on some embossing and a simple greeting. Hi Anne-Marie, didn't see you come in either. I was like, my head's like going round and round trying to keep up. So those 2 projects are what we're not doing, but they are in, just in case anyone's watching and you've not quite got to the end of Sunday the 12th of April, you can still buy my kit that I'm making up to send out to you. So the 2 projects that I'm going to show in this video, if I don't run out of time, is this card, which uses our window sheet and some die cutting, which is rather pretty. I'm quite pleased with it, I like it. And a little, I don't know, gift pack, care package, which uses the beautiful ribbon that goes with this suite, and this rather tasteful designer series paper, I think, with the old olive and gold foiling. Hi Virginia. Yeah, happy Easter anyone who I haven't greeted. So how would you like to receive that? A tea bag and a biscuit, just a nice little gift, and it's light enough to go in the post. Certainly in the UK I can pop this in the post to anyone made up. So I quite often do that for customers or anyone that I think needs a wee cheer up, especially during these times. I'll pop them a little, just what I would call a little care pack, and it would have a wee card in it as well. So that's that. We're going to make that. So I'll keep it to the side to remind me. So we'll probably do that first. So what I've got here is a piece of old olive, and it's 25 centimetres that way, 9.5 centimetres that way. And I'm going to do this with my trimmer. Now anyone who's been watching me will be quite surprised, because normally when I do 3D items I do them with my scoreboard, but I'm going to do this one using this. So I will need that open. I haven't written it down. I'm going to try and do this from memory, which isn't good, because my memory is pretty rubbish, but we're just going to fly. So the first, whoops, I better put the window sheet that I got ready for the other card. Right, so I need this to be 8 centimetres there. So it's scoring, so 8, I don't know why I do it so many times, it only really needs once. Hi Steph. Then 9, and then you have to add 8 on to 9, so that'll be 17. Is that the answer to that when you went to school? And then at 18. So if these two bits here that are a centimetre, that panel's 8, that panel's 8, and that panel's 7. Where's my bone folder? I've been out in the sun gardening a lot of today, so my crafting head isn't quite here, although I have made a big project as well. I've made a 3D project which you'll see next weekend as part of a home decor blog hop next weekend. So I've got my project made and photographed, so when I sit down in a little while with some TV while I'm chatting to my husband, I'll do the blog on my laptop, literally laptop on my lap. And I'm hoping with a little G&T at my side and just have a wee chill. So that's the basic shape for our little treat holder. So it's just basically a wee wraparound type thing. Now what we're going to do is take the... Somebody tell me which punch this is. Is it everyday label? This one. Randy, you're usually good at knowing what's what, or Steph. So what I do is I took this on the short panel, the 7 centimetre panel. I took this punch and I just using my eyesight, kind of just eyeballing it that it's kind of in the middle, side to side, and pushed as far as it'll go on there, and then just push that out. Done. Oh yeah, there. I'm having this wee panic because I remember I needed glue dots and I couldn't remember if I'd got them out. So that's basically that bit. So that's where the biscuit goes in and the tea bag sticks on the top. So we'll need some designer series paper, which will need to be 9.1 by 7.6. Hi Jenny, and you come. How are you? So I need to find this designer series paper. I'm going to have to order myself another pack because I'm loving it so much. I'm disappearing through it. So let's hope we've got... I didn't check to see if I had any of that one. Oh yeah, I have got a whole sheet of that one. I like both sides of this, that's the thing. Excuse me if I'm a bit sniffy. Hi Tina, I'm a bit sniffy. I've got hay fever. So I've been I've not taken antihistamine yet, but I might have to. But I'm using some oils. My daughter told me to use some oils, so I'm trying that first. Right, here's my trimmer again. Got this. You've been watching Tim Holtz. I hope you weren't getting too hot and bothered then, Jenny. Kinda like him. Right, so I need 2 pieces. What did I say? 9.1. So that's the bit. We'll just cut a whole strip of that, because I'll probably make more of these anyway and use that up. Get that out of the way. What was Tim making? What were you watching him make? And 7.6. I use 4mm less to give a wee border. 7.6. Like a wee 3D project. And as I say, I did a big 3D project today as a home decor, so... Right, so pretty, this paper. It's so pretty. So are you all crafting just now apart from Jenny? I was just demoing some projects. Okay, yeah. So this just goes on the back panel. So cutting it 4mm less when you cut it, it actually just gives you a nice wee border. I just think this is quite tasteful. Something about green and gold makes me think of leprechauns and things. Seem to have a bit too much glue. I'm sure you won't do that. I'm sure you'll be more careful. Right, so that's that bit, and then so that's the front and back of the wee case. That goes like that. So what I need to do now is put some glue on here. So I'm going to glue this bit down. Oh gosh, neither hand. What's going on here? I've knocked the camera, I think. No, I've gone the wrong way, the other way now, Randy. To put it up a wee bit, I think. It's a new phone and a new stand, and I'm not quite used to them yet. I'll try and just stay closer. Right, so I've put the glue on the top there and I'm folding that down. Whoops. Just get it straight and then just hold it down. Just shout at me if I go off. And of course, in true Janice style, I've forgotten to get the biscuits and the... I'll show you what I do when I'm doing these sort of things, giving out gifts. I've got a bag of tea bags, and I get these biscuits in the large pack, you know, from that well-known corner shop on the internet. It just makes life easier. So we will be popping the biscuit in there, and a couple of glue dots on the back of the tea bag. I just line it up about there, pop that in there. So what's not to like about receiving that? It's quite nice, isn't it? And then I've already die cut this from the Ornate Layers dies, which I had out here to show you. I just love this suite, and I'm so glad I indulged myself. So we've got all these gorgeous, layers. They're just beautiful. So I've got the gold layer. Now I did cut out, here it is, I'm having a panic. I cut out this one ready for stamping to put on there. So let's stamp our sentiment, and so I need a black and I need ink and I need a stamp, don't we? Thanks for this one. I need So we've got thanks, and we need the thank you for the other card, so we'll get that out now. Because I'm using the photopolymer, I'm going to get my pricking mat out just to make sure we get, because it's not got the foam like the red rubber ones. Just need to make sure you've got enough, because it's a felt pad. Sometimes I give it a wee twist. Let's just make sure that it's got enough on it, and then there we go, and then we'll just try and get it in the middle. Doesn't want to come off. There we go. So thanks. And then I'm going to just pop that onto there. Whoops. Definitely use wet glue. This is our beautiful glimmer paper. I've not got any gold foil left. I'm waiting for an order to come. It's going to come on Tuesday. So I'm out of quite a lot of things. So more supplies are coming on Tuesday. And those of you who I told about the box with the glue that couldn't get delivered and it went back to Germany, they about turned it really fast, so I got that lit during the week, so that was a good result. So we need some dimensionals now. Now you're accustomed to seeing the white dimensionals. Do you know that the black dimensionals are still available? Just need that to dry a wee bit. These are the wee pack of black dimensionals are pretty handy. So if you can't, if they were in the Christmas catalogue, so if you speak to your demonstrator, they'll point you in the right direction. Oh, hi Ruth, in you come. We're still playing with Ornate Garden Suite here. Oh, Janice, you're daft. You really are. You need that to be out there. I'm going to be threading my ribbon through there, so I can't have one in the middle. So I'm just going to pop that in the middle-ish. That's straight enough. And I got the ribbon down before I started filming. Can anyone see it? That's so frustrating. I know I got it down, yep I did. Here it is right in front of me. So I'm just going to thread this around. So just want it long enough to have a bit of a bow at the top. And I'll just cut it diagonal so it doesn't fray. And then just thread it up. It's a beautiful ribbon. It comes in a combo pack with this suite. So we've got terracotta tile and the old olive. So I just take it through there and then basically just fashion a wee bow here. I think my clamp slipped again. I seem to just end up. It's pretty cool here. All these other people, if you watch a weather forecast, it'll be telling you that we've had summer in the UK and been high temperatures. That's for Englandshire and Wales. but certainly not in Scotland. We have had some sun the last 2 days, but it's not what you could call hot. We're not, what they say in Scotland is ne'er cast a clout till May's out, and that's to do with the May blossom, the blackthorn. So when that blossom comes out, then it's likely to get a bit warmer, and the blackthorn blossom, or the May blossom as it's called, is not out yet. So it's not time to take your jumpers off yet in Scotland. So that's the first project. So I'm pleased with that. And then the second one that I came on to show you today is this card with the window sheet. And it's pretty, because I've done the die cutting already, it's quite quick to put together. Well, you've had sleet and snow. Do you know, sleet and snow is quite normal Easter weather in Scotland as well. To be honest, we say there's more chance of getting snow at Easter than there is at Christmas in Scotland. Right, so what I did was, I don't like doing die cutting on the video, so I did do this beforehand. So I just cut a normal card, a half sheet here, and folded it in half. Well, you've had it nice in the northeast. Very good. You're the northeast of England, Lorna, though, not northeast of Scotland. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that as a wee gift. I'd be quite happy to receive. It's just nice to have a wee cuppa. I just thought it was something cheery for people just now. So I've used the Borders die. I've used this one out of the Borders die set. There are some gorgeous ones in here. Yeah. See, people say the northeast, and then you said UK, and you forgot all about us being up here. So we've got these gorgeous dies here, the border dies. So I've used this one. They're just all gorgeous. You just need to get it and play. Honestly, you do. So what I did was, give me the die so I can show you what I did. This die, it's got the shape of the flower, but if you see these wee lines coming up here, they will cut it. They make the part that you've cut out come away from your main card because it's that distance there. So what I did was I put that down there, obviously not go through the back as well, but I put that down there and cut, and that's what gave me that part. Oh look, there's a bit not come out. And then with the bit that I cut off, I used this bit die again, and I cut out that bit, well maybe that way, so that the line bit there, you see, let's cut those lines so it comes off the card. Hi Tammy, in you come. So that's how I've got this bit. So I've got that bit for the edge, and I've got that bit, which actually is quite nice. I don't know kind of what you do with it, but it looks quite nice. So I've cut a piece of window sheet, which not very accurate, to be honest. I'm not too happy with that. I'm going to pop that back in my trimmer. That's not very good. Let's get the trimmer out. It's not very straight there at the end, so it should be just past 14. Ah yeah, it is squint. It's slipping. That it's very hard to work with. You have to be a bit careful. I think that may be a bit more accurate now. Let's see. You need to make sure you've held it down very firmly. Let's see if that, as long as it looks, no, it's still not right. Now I'm going to cut a wee bit off there, and I'm just going to get this trimmer, and I'm just going to cut a wee sliver off here. You see how it's just not quite straight? Let's see if we're better now. I must have cut it a wee bit ski-whiff. That's much better now. Right, so what I want to do is put this spot aside. So I want to put some glue on here and then fold it down. That's good. So if you stay with me, you will see the card being made. You'll see me in a minute. So I'm going to put glue on here. I don't know if any of you watch Trisha Smith, Smithy's, what is it? Smithy's Creations. I've forgotten her. Oh, I'm really sorry, Trisha, I've forgotten. I think quite a lot of you do follow. Am I frozen? Oh no. We should be all right now. Are you okay? Is anyone, have you all left? Do you know what? I ran out of power and I never noticed. And the reason I had put the phone round that way was so that wouldn't happen. But it's all slipped now. That's a bit better, isn't it? Ish. Right, let's go. We'll just go with what we've got. One day I'll come on here and it'll be perfect. And that'll be the day we get a blue moon or something. Right, and so I'm just putting a few wee dots on the back of the die cut bit. And now I'm in shadow. I don't know what my lights are doing now. So I've put some glue just sparingly, as long as it's going to stay stuck. So just little wee bits. Not a lot. Doesn't, as long as it's not going to come off, it will be fine. So then what we do is we line this up, the window sheet, so that it's flush with the card. Now what I'm doing here is hiding my poor cutting by making sure it's flush down there and then folding that over. Still, it slipped. It slipped. See, when I did it the first time, it worked perfectly because I wasn't filming it. I'll just use my bone folder to make sure. And there's a wee bit that hasn't, I think it had sneakied underneath and then popped up. So there you go, that's it adhered, that's fine. It will, luckily this glue dries clear, so the same on this bit, we're just going to pop, we've got this slightly thicker border at the bottom, and then just a few dots where you can. And then just try and carefully put this, sometimes using your tweezers to stop you putting your fingers onto you, and just use the card underneath to line up. Now if your perspex is sticking out, that's fine because you can cut that off your window sheet. it's fine though. Kind of got in a bit of a mess with the glue, which I didn't do the first time, but never mind. And then I've got a piece of white to line it with. Well, I had a piece of white, I had it a minute ago. I had everything all laid out, and then I move it and then I forget it's there. I was tidy earlier on, that just didn't last. Right, so we've got some glue around there. Pop that there. I think on the other one I actually used card that was the full, white card that was the full length, but no matter. So then I want to stamp my thank you. So let's put the thanks for cleaning. Lay the thank you down. Try and use your grid paper to get straight lines. I need to clean my blocks. You think with all this extra time I would have got that done. Right, and then I'm going to stamp the thank you on the inside. I want it to be in the middle there, so. And I forgot my mat. That's nice. I like that terracotta tile. That's a nice rich colour. And then I just want a piece of designer series paper for along the bottom there. So I thought this time I'd use the other side of these yellow daisies. And I'll put that over till I just cut it. I don't need that anymore. So I'm just needing a strip. So how wide is... Yeah, 3 centimetres will be fine. Is that straight? I'm all fingers and thumbs today. But I've cut a chunk out of my thumb when I was in the garden, which isn't good, but no idea. But I'm going to give it a good soak and make sure it's clean. I might need it cut to length. Oh, I'll just stick it on and cut it the bit off. Just put some glue on. I actually like the daisy side, but it's going to be underneath the die cutting, so it's, I think on this one I did do a floral, but I think it's too fussy, so that's why this time I'm just doing something that's maybe not quite as fussy. Look at me. Lift that glue a wee bit. Thank goodness for sand rubbers and glue rubbers. Right, and then I'll just take my scissors and take that bit away. There you go, and I just want a couple of the gorgeous gilded gems. I hope there's some in. I hope they're in. Here they are, yeah. I think they're called gilded gems, I think. Oh, one's come off onto. I need to tidy this out as well. So I'm just going to pop at the side of the thank you, just to highlight it a wee bit. There's 3 sizes in here. You've all gone quiet. Is there anyone still with me? so I'm glad you're still with me. Are you all busy? Right, so there was the original thank you card, and there's another version of it. I'll need to take the glue rubber there though, because I stuck my sticky finger on it and I don't know where my glue rubber is. There they are. I've got two of them there. Just because otherwise any dust or anything else will stick to that and it'll look horrible. So there you go. Thank you. Thank you for sticking with me. And our little gift. That one's done with our gold foil sheet, and that's done with our gold glimmer paper. So there you go. Thanks, thank you, thank you, thanks. I think these are lovely. I love the suite and I love playing with it. Thank you very much for sticking with me, and hope you'll have a go. That's great, Ruth. I'm just saying bye-bye now anyway, and I'll just remind anybody who hasn't already subscribed to me, I would greatly appreciate that. I am working towards another goal on YouTube, so any support that you can give is gratefully received. If you're watching this on replay, will you also subscribe and press the bell icon? I do appreciate that. And if you're watching this before the end of Sunday the 12th of April 2020 and you live in the UK or one of the European countries that we trade in, the kit that I was speaking about is still available until 10 PM UK time, that's British summer time, and all the details of that are on my blog, and that's jazzledazzlecraft.co.uk. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of Easter, and if you're a follower of Artful Stamping with Ruth, she's coming on live again to show you what she made with all the bits that she was doing earlier on today. She was working with the kangaroo and a giraffe and a hippo and a bird, and I've forgotten what it's called, which type of bird it is, but if you tune into Ruth, I'm sure she'll remind you. Thank you very much. Oh, Melanie, it's gorgeous. You really need to have it and have a play with it. Thank you. Bye-bye.